Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Kseniya and I make videos for people who, like myself, are going through the family-based immigration process. I'm not an attorney. My videos are based on publicly available information, my own experience, and the experience of my subscribers. In today's video, we will be talking about what to do when your immigration file is rejected due to a payment error. So you have spent a lot of weeks, even months, preparing your immigration file. You finally send it off, and then a few days later, you get a notification from your bank that says that your transaction with USCIS has been denied due to a fraudulent charge. Usually, this occurs when you pay for your immigration applications with a debit or a credit card by filling out the form G1450. Once you receive this kind of notice from your bank, you can be assured that your file will be rejected. USCIS specifically states on their site that they will not attempt to process the payment again. So if it doesn't work on the first try, they will not try to do it again, and they will destroy the form G1450. Some people ask if it's okay to resend another form of payment as soon as they find out that there was an issue, such as sending a new form of payment by fast mail overnight. I personally do not recommend doing this. The reason being is that once your file gets put into the rejection pile, and if you attempt to send in another form of payment, it may come in, but it may be separated from your file, which will then cause it to get lost. Others ask if they can call USCIS and get a hold of them and ask them to process the payment again. That also will not work. The best thing to do in the situation is actually wait for your entire file to be sent back to you. A few days after your file is rejected, you will most likely receive it back in the mail, and you will also receive rejection notices. You will receive a rejection notice for each application that they could not accept. I will put a sample rejection notice on the screen for the primary application that is being rejected. So the applications, for instance, in your case, may be the I-130 application or the I-485 application. So you will get a rejection notice that looks like that. And then the other forms that go along with it, such as maybe the employment authorization form or the advanced parole form, they will get a different type of rejection notice that will simply say that we were not able to accept these forms because we were not able to process the payment for the primary form that these forms are connected to. You will also receive a bright green piece of paper with your rejected file, and you will have to put this bright piece of paper on the very top of your file when you resubmit it again. You may also notice that your file is rearranged and frankly messed up. So you will notice that some places it may be stapled together. You will also see that a lot of the pages are barcoded at the bottom. You do not actually have to print anything out again. You can reuse all the same paperwork and the same evidence. Just double check that the forms are still up to date as they are on the USCIS site, and that your evidence is still there. Sometimes when they accept the file and they start photocopying everything, some pages of the evidence may be missing. But other than that, you are not really required to reprint or rearrange anything. You can just send your file exactly the way it is. If you choose to add additional evidence to your file, maybe you think of something else that you would like to add, you can totally do that. Also, this is a great opportunity to double check that everything is dated and signed, as unsigned and undated forms will also be rejected. So you don't want to get a rejection twice. You don't really have to write anything specific on the envelope, but if you choose to, you can write resubmission at the very top of your envelope when you resend the files. I also suggest using an entirely different payment option. So you can try to notify your bank of this transaction ahead of time and make sure that they do not flag it or do not reject it. But if you want your application to be accepted for sure, you can use a different payment option. So other payment options can be a personal check, a cashier's check, or a money order. Or if you have to pay with a card again, you can also use a credit card. Credit cards typically do not flag large transactions like that. You will just have to pay for that transaction later on to the credit card company. But in general, using a credit card with the form G1450 is also a good idea. In some cases, they will reject your file for the wrong payment or incorrect fee, even when it's not the case. So in that case, you really just have to resend your file again. I have seen that happen to the I-765 form. Sometimes they will reject it and they will tell you that payment was wrong or you did not pay the fee for this form. In that situation, you really just have to resend the form again and resend the copy of your I-485 receipt notice and just double check that the category on the form I-765 is C9. So that is basically it. I hope you guys found this video useful. Did your file get rejected? How did you go about it? Leave it in the comments below so other people can read and see what your experience was as well. Let me know if you have any additional questions, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!